Here is how to maximize your customers. These are 7 ways to get more roofs for no money. Some of these methods are basic, but most people don't do the fundamentals correctly. Plus, I can almost guarantee you're not using number 7. Number 1 is very simple, maximizing Google reviews. It's a top 3 ranking factor for your Google My Business, which can result in hundreds of free calls every single month. We all know it's important, but here are some tactics to make sure that you're getting as many as possible. Number 1, an automated email and text after you've completed the job. Include a template so that the review is SEO optimized and it's less work for them. Number 2, have a QR code on your phone that people can scan after the job. All right, so you want to make sure that it's as easy as possible for them to be able to give the review. You can also print this out and hand it to them as a business card so that they have it and they can physically scan it after you leave. Now, you also obviously want to follow up a couple weeks after if they still haven't left a review. And the last thing you can do is if they haven't left a review, once a month you can do a Google review raffle where you take all of your customers from the past month, the past year, past 2 years, 5 years, whatever it is, and you run them through a Google review campaign where you incentivize them with AirPods, cash, Amazon gift card, etc. for anyone that gives a review. And if they still haven't left a review, you can use a Google review campaign. So once a month, once a year, once a quarter, you can take all of your past customers that haven't left a review and run them through this campaign. All you have to do is incentivize them with AirPods, cash, Amazon gift card, whatever it may be, and then mention to them that they'll be entered into a raffle if they leave a review. After a week, you run the raffle, decide the winner, and then you do that again. And if they still haven't left a review, use an automated Google review raffle. So once a month, once a quarter, once a year, send an email to old customers. You can do 2 to 5 emails over the course of a week and essentially ask them for a review. And in exchange, you enter them into a raffle for an Amazon gift card, AirPods, cash, whatever it may be. It's very important to incentivize them so that they have a reason to then actually give the review. Now, the next 2 things are going to be leveraging social proof. So many roofing companies have a ton of customers, but they don't have enough reviews like I just mentioned, or photos of their customers, or testimonials. So number 2 is going to be getting a picture of homeowners in front of their new roof. This can be super powerful in advertising as it's essentially inbuilt social proof. You can put those up as ads, you can throw a headline up, and what that'll do is it'll show you actually have customers, and it'll show that someone that was in their shoes got a roof from you and they actually liked it. The more social proof, the better. The only thing is make sure you have the rights to actually use their picture in marketing. And number 3 is going to be testimonials. Testimonials add a lot more context than reviews. So we take different testimonials, cut them, combine them together, and those have been top ads that we've run in the past. Now, most testimonials aren't very good, so I've included a full script of what you can ask a homeowner so that they give you answers that are then powerful to be used in marketing, as well as can convey to another homeowner that they should go with you. Now, number 4 is very simple, but again, most people may not do this correctly. With the actual job sign, it gets a lot of attention, but it should answer the question, why should I care? Why should the homeowner care at the end of the day? What you're doing with the job sign is you're targeting people that need a little bit of a nudge. And so if you can throw up an offer, hey, $99 a month, $129 a month, or hey, we'll help you get it through your insurance, or free class 4 shingles, different things like that, so that you can get that person that's almost ready to buy, but not quite yet. And number 5 is very, very overlooked. Feedback on how to improve. The things they keep from you, things that they don't tell you, are the most dangerous. That's what can cause negative reviews or missing out on referrals that you should be getting. Feedback will help you improve your service. Better service results in more customers. Plus, if you ask for feedback, it shows you have humility, and they may even refer more people to you. And that leads me to number 6, which is referrals. Now, again, very simple, but most people do this incorrectly. So do not pitch your referral program initially. Ask for referrals based off the fact that you've done a good job. You help them solve a problem. You can use the referral fee or bonus afterward as a card up your sleeve, a tool in your tool belt, an arrow in your quiver. The biggest benefit about asking for referrals is referrals refer at a higher rate, and you can even go as high as your cost per acquisition. That doesn't mean you have to, but $150, $250 referral fees are tiny compared to the gross profit that you're gonna make. You could also do something as high as $400 to really entice someone, because that is a lot more compelling than $150 or $250, which they've probably heard many times in the past. And then the last thing is going to be number 7. Get them to post a review or testimonial. This can be in Facebook groups, different social networks, anything that they use to talk to their town or county. Many people go on these social networks looking for referrals, so they're very warm leads ready to buy. Posting a review or testimonial is a great way to capture some of those hot, ready to go leads. You can also provide them with this incentive as well. If anyone comes in from their post or comments, you can treat it as a referral fee. So obviously this is all going to be built off of good service. If you're not getting any referrals, you can start by asking. If you do ask and you don't get referrals still, that likely means you need to get better. Just being honest, use number 5 and ask for more feedback. So how do you actually implement this? So when they buy, ask for feedback immediately. You want to try to get feedback as many times as possible so that you can, again, get ahead of the curve, because the things that they don't tell you are what's most dangerous. Then ask for referrals, but don't mention your referral program. Base it off the fact that you've helped them solve a problem. You can use the process that I'm going to link in this document, which you can get for free in the description below. You can use the process that I've outlined here, but the main things you want to keep in mind are, number 1, make sure that you're basing it off of the fact that you've helped them solve a problem. Number 2, you ask who else you feel might have similar issues as them. And number 3, you get their contact information. And number 4, you get a warm introduction. So optimally, you can get a 3-way group chat going. You can send a selfie with them right then and there. That way, the person on the other side knows that it's actually being referred by the person you have just talked to. And then the third thing you can do right after they buy is you can have a marketing material package where you give a discount. For example, if they leave a review, testimonial, let you take a picture for marketing use, and you do a job sign, then they get some sort of discount. And some of the biggest companies that we've worked with doing 5, 10, 15, $20 million all have some sort of marketing package like this where they give a discount in exchange for marketing material. You could also just ask about the job sign here as well. It's your preference. Now, during the build, you want to ask for ongoing feedback again. I'm going to say this one more time again after the build. It's very, very important that you get ahead of what they could be keeping from you. Number 2, you can also ask for a review towards the end of the build. So you can provide a QR code for them to be able to scan, a physical QR code, or just on your phone. You can also send them a link to give a review so they have it readily available. Then towards the end of the build, you want to ask for a review. So you can give them a physical QR code that they can then scan on their own time. You can also show it on your phone as well that has a QR code for them to scan right then and there, and you can send them a review link as well. The important thing is that you give them as many options as possible so that it's convenient for them and they have it readily available when they decide to do it. You can also ask for it on the spot as well and provide them with a template. Now, after the build and you're done cleaning up, ask for final feedback. This is going to, again, get ahead of anything that they may say that you want to change in the future. After the build and cleanup, you want to ask for final feedback. Again, it's really important to get ahead of the things that they may not be telling you, because those are the most dangerous. This will also flow really well into asking for a testimonial and image. If they mention that things have gone well, you can say, hey, would you mind actually going through and filming a testimonial for us? That would be awesome. And so you can use the testimonial script that we have linked right here. If you download the doc in the description, the testimonial script is going to be linked right there for you as well. Finally, you can pull up your QR code on the phone again for them to scan and give a review, and mention that they'll also be getting an email after the job. You should also have an email and text go out after every completed job, which should include a template. That way it's less work for them and SEO optimized, as I mentioned before. Finally, you can mention your referral program. You've already asked for referrals before, and now you're going to provide the incentive. Oh, by the way, we have a referral program. You could get $400, $300, whatever it is, for anyone that we do a roof for. Do you happen to know anyone that has an old roof that could possibly benefit from this? You don't have to say that exactly. That's just an example of what you can say, okay? So we're going to do these 4 things after the build and the cleanup. And then finally, 2 weeks later, ask them for feedback again. You want to show that you focus on your customers, you have great service, and so asking for feedback 4, 5, 6 times shows that you do, number 1, but it gives more opportunities if there's anything that they remember or may have forgotten. The second thing is you can give them a social media incentive. So if they post a testimonial or review in their local Facebook group, you can offer a reward like a referral fee, like I mentioned before, for anyone who mentions their post, who comments on their post, likes it, whatever it is. This is a simple way to get more referrals without them having to reach out directly to family and friends. So it's an easier, lower friction way possibly for them, and they can reach more people and possibly get more money. You could even say to them, hey, if you refer 4 people, you're gonna get over $1,000 or $1,500. So you can start to paint an idea of what that overall outcome could be. And that's the 7 ways you can maximize your customers. And here's how to actually implement it so that you can lower your cost per acquisition and get more roofs without spending any extra money. If you want to get this full document, click the link in the description. There's going to be a link to download it and access it for yourself. And besides that, we'll see you in the next video.